Fieldbusters.
It's a film that you've both watched, and I've only just come to it. It's a film from 2023. You both really liked it, especially Adam. Adam gave it a 9 out of 10. Adam gave it a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Ben gave it the 8 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
And it's How to Have Sex.
Oh,
Watched
right,
it for the first time the other day. And yeah, I gave it an 8 as well. I thought it was great, man. It was, just for anyone who doesn't know, it is about three, I realised afterwards, like 16-year-old girls who go to Malia, too young to go to Malia. And it is their experience of this very toxic place. And I had the same experience as Ben going in, because, I mean, the film is what you'd expect it to be. It's the experience of the place and the misogyny and the horrendous things that young people do there. It's just all that in a compressed form, and you get all that.
And ladette culture on holiday.
Oh, absolutely, and ladette, yes. Not
I would never go to Malia. I'd just put it out there. I would never go on one of the fucking holidays. Even when I was 15, 16. No, not Malia.
I read your review afterwards, and I had the same experience, Ben. It's like you're hating the experience of, it's like, oh, this is just horrendous. Why do you? But it's like it's a very honest portrayal, and it's like this is exactly it captures that completely in a bottle, and it's like this is it. You've got the exact form of what that would all be. You know, like the hatred. That I hate that culture, man. It's just horrendous, and just like the events when they're like calling women up to give a guy a blowjob, the first one to get an erection. It's like, what is this shit, man? This actually happens in real life. And I imagine Adam over there smiling, he probably loves that shit. He was doing that.
We didn't do any of that stuff.
You fucking loved it though, didn't you? Was it an amazing experience for you?
I know, because some guy got stabbed outside the KFC on one night and died, so they just shut down.
that just says it all, doesn't it?
Come to Malia, baby.
Yeah. But it's very, I mean, it's a troubling watch, because as you can imagine, it's these three young girls, 16-year-olds, who are pretending to be 18 as well, just going around with this group, and the girl you're kind of with for the whole time, she's a virgin, and it's all about, oh, you need to lose your virginity on this holiday, it needs to happen. So there's this horrible peer pressure put on her. It's sort of this toxic way of going about with your sexuality, and it's just very, very well portrayed in the fact that you come at the end hating the culture, hating what this world is and can be, and just to put it out there, directed by a lady, Molly Manning Walker, and written by her, so it's a very honest portrayal of all that as well, and very solid, absolutely solid.
I mean, the thing is, you see, there's a lot of films like this which are like American boys trying to lose their virginity before college, and you've seen like, whether it's like a comedy film or like something along those lines. Like, this is like the first one that's either more British culture and more from a female perspective, and like the other side of that coin as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's coming into that. It came out 2023.
Yeah, 2023,
and we're seeing in the last 4 or 5 years, pretty much in the wake of the Me Too movement, a lot of films and TV shows start coming out about consent, and it's a very good thing, because even things like Adolescence, which is not quite the same, but it's about challenging some of the smaller things that just go like unchallenged.
People you think that you should be able to just get over that. That's just something. It's like, no, that's something that sticks with you for your whole life. Like those small experiences.
And remind me, Paul, because it's been a couple of years since watching it. Now, if I remember correctly, there is something of they kind of frame what is the rape scene with a kind of cloud of uncertainty, like you're not quite sure if she was or not, because it happens on the beach, right? It happens on a beach bed. She goes with him to the beach. Something happens on the beach bed, and it feels like she's uncomfortable, but it's not entirely clear. Is that right, or is it more clear cut?
I think, well, there is a lot of that, yeah. So it's this uncomfortable feeling of this guy's clearly pushing her in the direction he wants to go, and she's not interested in this guy. She's interested in his mate in this thing for most of it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it just she ends up with this guy by the end of the night, and he's pushing her in that direction, trying to make her skinny dip and whatever. And you can see she has this reluctance, but at the same time, she has this thing in her head of her friends want her to lose her virginity, and she has to. It's like it's a coming of age. She has to, like, this is what everyone does. You just got to do it. It's going to be sloppy. It's not going to be as you'd want it to be, but you just got to do it. And it's such a shame that is what people think should happen. It's horrendous. And yeah, there is not a clean cut of she was raped because, well, she was. Someone pressured her into it, but she says yes, like she agrees to it, but she doesn't want to do it really. So that's why it's muddy water there, but you can tell you're on her side and you know what she's feeling, and you know she doesn't want to do this, but she feels like she has to in a way.
That is what is very good about the film, because it is exactly that thing of, if that is in real life, if there's hesitation about it in a film where it's quite clear what happened, then no wonder so many women aren't believed. It's reminding me of, because I mentioned to you boys the other day, I'm currently watching I May Destroy You, which I know you've seen previously, and we just watched the episode. Spoilers for that show if anyone's not seen it. We just watched the episode, I don't know if you recall, where it's the first time she has sex after she's been sexually assaulted, and it's with a guy who comes into her bedroom, and she's like, have you got a condom? And he's like, yeah. And they start having sex, and then he's like, turn around, and she turns around, and then when she's turned around, he yanks the condom off and continues to have sex with her, and she doesn't realize that's happened until after the fact. And then when he comes back in, and he was like, oh, sorry, I thought you knew, I thought you were okay with it. And then she's sort of like just passing it off as, oh, now I'm going to have to go and get the pill and whatnot. It's like, that is totally like, oh, well, I thought she meant yes. And that's why it's good to have these shows and these films, because it forces people to rethink things. I don't know how many fucking idiotic 14 and 15-year-old boys would actually watch these things and go, maybe I'll think twice. At the end of the day, they're still ruled by their pricks, aren't they? But the more of these kind of shows, the more the discussion happens, the more they get challenged, which is a good thing.
What was that other film we did? I think it was it a French film or something? There was a party.
Yeah.
And
no, it was one of the last episodes we did. The Pedro Almodovar film.
Mask.
Skin I Live In.
Skin I Live
That's
In,
it.
yeah.
That's the one.
I know, I was thinking mask. What is the mask? It's like, no, it's a skin.
I mean, that's a completely different side of this whole thing. But
good to have those films and art pieces out there to create that conversation.
And that's not even, I wouldn't even say like, you kind of expect these things to happen. I don't think you can really spoil it, because it's something that you're going into this knowing that it's going to be a bad experience for these people. And that is almost the jumping off point of where the bad things start happening to this girl. And it kind of gets progressively worse from there, because then assumptions start being made about, well, she slept with me, so.
And so I remember her friend as well being not the most supportive of it, especially when in the airport at the end of it.
At the
airport. It was like that hold again. Not even just like, yes, he did the bad thing, but how other people around you can still do that bad thing.
Yeah. Can perpetuate it by not believing or not really being supportive.
Yeah, from both. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what was so refreshing, as you say, Paul. It being written and directed by a woman, starring a woman, female perspective. We get the males. We know what happened if it's a male in that situation. They're getting cheered on, applauded, blah, blah, blah.
It feels like you get a full picture, a full package with this film of every angle, every emotion from both sexes. It's it's very great watch.
Yeah.
And I gave it 8 out of 10. Yeah.
Great film. Best of British. Come on, the Britain. Britain knows how to make good films like that. They know how to do darkly depressing films about most subjects.
Hell yeah.
And the Americans do American Pie.
Exactly.
Which it is like the opposite of films like American Pie. It's the antidote to that kind of thing. It's like American Pie. Oh, but we're all having. It's just a comedy.
Yeah,
it's just a laugh, and it's like, come on, man. Look at the stuff in there. It's all the jocks who are laughing. It's all the boys together all having a laugh. But let's think about what you're actually laughing at. What you're actually laughing at. Would you watch it with your mum? Would you watch it with your mum, your sister, your grandma?
Yeah. It's like, who is this really for? This is for the male laughing at this film. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's flip that fucking gaze. Let's flip it.
Fieldbuster.